This is Matter of Interpretation Americans in Crisis with your teen host, Sydney Tucker. And today we're going to be talking about special guest with a special topic. So please, if you would, bow your heads. We're going to say a little prayer first. Lord, thank you for this day. Lead, guide, and protect us in all that we say and do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so we have a special guest today, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Tamara Foster.
And I guess, what do you like to do?
Well, right now I'm starting a business, a little boutique store. So I'm in the process of organizing all, my little, basically I'm planning things out and how I want to, where I want to sell, how much I want to sell. And
So a blueprint.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I can tell you are. I love that smile. So what, do you have any hobbies, what you like to do?
I just like I just been so focused on basically having my own boutique store. So I don't do nothing but stay home and figure out different things and how what the prices and things. So that's all I do basically.
Love that. Got that boss material. I like it. All right. And so I heard you were with the organization.
Yes.
GLAM. Do you mind telling me a little bit about that?
GLAM basically is it's to help multiple generations, and it's for women who needs healing and basically going through a rough past and be able to overcome it. So.
All right, cool. How do you feel that the organization has really impacted you?
Oh, it really impacted me because she had given me the advice, really good advice for me to overcome and be able to, move forward from relationships that was not good for me, and give me advice for me to sit back and think what are you doing? Just you need to move on, not still be stuck in the same predicament that it got me into bad situations, it helped me overcome things.
That's good. And how did you meet?
Well, we met at my school, Youth Build Louisville. I was there for a women's group called She Is. It's a woman leadership and she happened to connect with my lady who was in charge of the group overnight. Yeah. And I ended up meeting her through the group. So.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I guess, what are some of the best things you've got from the group besides the advice? Any friends, mentors, etc. So far?
I could say mentor. What else? I feel like the program really helped me. It really did. It gave me really good advice, how to heal from things that I never thought I was going to heal from, and made me stronger.
That's good.
But I could say mentor-wise, yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so of course this is on mental health. So, with mental health, there's a lot of things to talk about for teenage girls. Teenage boys too, but we're focusing on teenage girls. Right. So, let's start with self-image. What is your definition of self-image?
My definition of self-image is how you present yourself. Mm-hmm. Basically, how do you look at yourself in the mirror when you wake up? It's different types of self-image, because some people can feel pretty on the outside, but deep down they,
something's
they feel, but they could be pretty, but inside they feel ugly. They don't have the confidence that they want and need.
Gotcha. All right. So let me see. With self-image, it's kind of but it relates to this. What about makeup? Do you feel like makeup makes the person?
Well, this generation it does. So But honestly, I don't. I mean, I can go outside in bare skin and, people will still compliment you. Hey,
Yeah.
you look so beautiful. But
Yeah.
with this generation, you have to wear makeup. Like, that's how you get what you want and, like, get the attention that you want. And, people feel, well, us women, we feel better with wearing like makeup. It draws attention that we need and want, especially when we don't love ourselves the way that we need to. It gives us that attention.
Okay. All right. Cool. With makeup, it's like for me personally, I don't wear that much makeup at all. If you know me, some just wear it for others, and then there's that type that wear it for themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're definitely the person to wear it for yourself. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't wear it often, but
Yeah.
something professional.
Yeah, like if you wear makeup, I mean, like yeah. So that's pretty cool. So speaking of self-image, I'm gonna go right into self-brand and talk about social media.
Okay.
How do you feel like social media has impacted our society today? Big question, so take your time.
I feel like majority of our youth are females, boys as well, but majority are females. We get our confidence off of our likes that we get on social media. Like, if we don't get enough likes, then we either feel discouraged about ourselves, we think we ugly inside and out. It's based off the views and attention that we get off of social media that makes the person.
Gotcha.
And I know that it's sad, but it's like really true. But like, if you get a lot of likes, then you popular. Everybody wants you, and you just hurt.
Yeah.
And
so what should make the person?
I feel like you should make yourself. It doesn't matter what people look at you or how they look at you. It doesn't matter how many likes you get, because you can be the most prettiest girl in the world, and if you get one like, you're still pretty. It doesn't matter. Who's looking at you, doesn't matter.
You're right. So. All right. Okay. So, one question I've got from a person is about boys and how when you have the boy, you have the confidence, but when you don't have the boy, you're just a wreck.
Yeah.
I don't feel that's right. Do you mind backing me up here?
Yes, I don't feel that's right neither, but I can kind of understand. It's like you haven't, like some people say, it's like not having a father figure.
Okay.
Kind of draws you into boys, because you want that attention that you never had. You want that protector that you have never had. Somebody to love you when you haven't been around it. And I just feel like that some women choose to, stay with a dude because it's something they never had that father figure. They just never had somebody to really actually love them.
Gotcha.
So they go to,
Gotcha. So I'm not saying like all relationships like end like this, of course not. But like what are some of the toxic, non-beneficial factors to that, depending on boys?
I feel as when you start to let your guard down, after you've been clingy with a guy, you let your guard down, they start manipulating you, they start making you feel less worthy of yourself. They start playing, mind games where it gets you to the point where you need him. Like you can't do nothing without him. You need him for everything. Then that's when domestic violence come in, because they know you still gonna stay. So they're going to continue doing whatever they want for you to stay with them, because they know they can do that. So.
Gotcha. All right. So answer number one. But I definitely agree with that. Definitely on your level with that. So, let me see. I guess, what would be your greatest role model? And why? I'm sorry, I'm gonna back you up on that.
Greatest role model. I don't really have a greatest role model, but I tend
okay.
to try to follow off people who, you know, they came from where I had come from, and
Okay.
tend to do positive things in their life.
So what are some of the, I guess, to be easier, characteristics, I guess you would see in a person?
Like a happy spirit, you know, clean spirit, and they motivated, like they just give you that when they walk in the room. It's just like a whole nother energy, like you just uplifted, you know.
Yeah.
I like to be around people like that and be able to look up to somebody who's just, you know, is gonna lift me up as well when I, you know, follow after them. So
Got you.
so
That's
I really
cool.
don't have a role model, but I know I try to tend to positivity, you know.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes.
Of course, I feel like you're a role model to them, most definitely, from
Yeah.
how just from how you're coming off, and that's great. So when I ask you, do you feel like you're a role model? Do you want to be a role model to everyone just around you?
I try to be a role model for my brother and sister, but I have my mistakes. But I still encourage them, like, look, I done did this wrong, don't do this.
Yeah.
So go the opposite way, you know, try to build them up and tell them to go to school. Like, I want to see you. Like, I try to bribe them.
Mhm.
Like, look, if I see you cross that stage, I'm going to take you out to eat. You know, if you get that degree, we're going out of town, you know? Like,
Yeah, I get it.
try to
I get
motivate
it.
them, because I really want to see them make it. We all came from the same thing, went through the same thing.
Mhm.
So I feel like that it's time for us to do something different, because people look at us as we not going to be nothing, you know? So
Yeah.
I want to see them make it so we can show them.
Yeah.
Not only show them, show ourselves.
Most definitely. So, with that, what is the importance of goal setting? I want to hear it.
I think it's very important, especially, you know, planning everything out step by step, and doing everything that you have, you know, wrote down, do it step by step, you know, don't skip,
Yeah.
don't do nothing, because I feel like it's very important to do, write everything down, you know, step by step.
Yeah.
And, you know, just be able to follow through with it, you know, don't give up. I mean, times may get hard, but still to keep going, try to motivate yourself.
Most definitely. And I definitely have big admirations, like what I want to do in life.
Yeah.
And so I definitely agree with you when you say step by step, because if you don't like have a plan, but you have that goal, you're going to give up much more easier.
It's like it's more of a wish than a dream.
Yeah, most definitely, because if you don't, you know, you don't have that backbone, like you're not going to be like, hey, I'm going to do this, like, how am I going to get there? You just see it, you're just looking at it, because you don't have a ladder to climb up to it.
Exactly, and that's why I feel like it's more of a wish. You wish you can do that. But
Yeah.
when you have a dream, you can do that, as long as you have everything planned out and, you know, don't give up on yourself.
So, I'm going to give you some words. And just tell me the definition and what it means to you, these words. All right. Positivity.
Positivity. Positivity to me means
like what it means to you, or just definition?
What it means to me is you know how you how can I say this? Like how you come, how you come in a room and you know you bring that up, you know, you smiling. You know, I mean, you can smile and still be sad, but you know, it's like it's like you put on your clothes, what you gonna put on, like going to somewhere professional.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta walk in the room like
with that presence, energy. Yes, I get it.
I feel like that positivity is, to me, that smiling, you know, I mean, you might not have all the confidence that you need, but you have something, you know, you bring that good energy into everybody's space. So.
Gotcha. Okay, second word, independence.
Independence to me means basically doing everything on your own, and like you're still standing no matter how hard things get, like you're still trying to make a way.
And do you feel like everyone needs that stable person in their lives?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Let's see. Wisdom.
Wisdom. Basically, wisdom to me is basically having like a right state of mind. You know, like how can I say this? Like almost like positivity. Like you bring off. Like basically, wisdom to me is like, I mean, you have nothing, like you have everything to offer, but you bring everything that somebody's going through. You have the right things to say, like
yeah, like having that knowledge in their lives, and then saying to apply that,
right, which positive way,
Gotcha. Okay. All right, and self-love.
Self-love. I mean, you love yourself inside and out, and I mean, it don't matter what people say about you. You still, you don't take that to the heart. You have a lot of confidence, and self-love is a good question because a lot of
there's a lot of definitions and just some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing your worth, be able to overcome things, relationship-wise, like be able to, when you seem like, I call men little boys when they don't,
When they don't act
right. Yeah. So be able to, manage them, be able to know, okay, no, that's not what I need in my life. Be able to, walk away from it.
Yeah, determine, like, no, like, make discernment.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Let's see. Where do you picture yourself being in 5 years?
5 years, I picture myself hopefully having my own business, spot. Like, I picture myself in school, hopefully with I know, not hopefully, but with a degree in business, and hopefully my business, expanding, soon.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go with substance abuse because that's definitely a thing that is going on. Why do you feel that people, not necessarily alcoholics on like a extreme scale, but maybe drink a lot or do drugs?
I feel that, people do drugs and drink a lot is because it's a missing piece, in their heart. Like, it's something they're either trying to get over or it's something they never had, like a lot of people our generation either fall off somebody, but everybody has a different, has a story that they're trying to get over. That's hard for them to get over it. And like, let me see, like, they don't know what to do. So they think that drugs and alcohol is gonna heal them from whatever they're going through. And it's gonna, distract them from thinking about it, whatever that's hurting them. So it's like broken people.
Okay. Do you feel like someone has to do with peer pressure?
Not really. I don't think so. I just feel like that it's a missing piece. Like, you can't force somebody to do what they don't, do something they don't want to do. But it's just like everybody wants to have they want to have a good feeling. They want to distract their minds from thinking for something that hurt them. Because everybody's hurt in one way. So,
gotcha.
and that's how they express it. So.
Okay. Well, I brought that up. I have this friend, and she she's a freshman, and coming in, she's noticed that there's a bunch of other freshmen that, you know, has been drinking, doing drugs, etc. And what automatically clicked in my head was like, oh, peer pressure, I guess.
And some people do it for fun, you know.
Okay.
Just thinking it's, you know, it's part of having a party, you know.
Yeah.
Or just trying to fit in.
Okay.
Like they want to be popular, so they want to do something that's not going to help them, but, you know.
I gotcha. So, do you feel like peer pressure is a big thing in society today?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, from school to work, you know, interview, just etc., just anything.
Right,
Gotcha.
it doesn't have to be like, you know, drug or anything. It could be like bullying. Like some people don't want to bully, but they do because they want to be, okay, I can fight, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want her looking at me different, you know, thinking I'm weak or something, and you know, I don't think, you know, they're gonna walk up on me. You know, it's like, you know, people have to have a shield sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like they can feel weak inside, but they want to have a shield so nobody can cross them, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Get it. Another word popped into my head while you were talking. Empathy. Understanding, empathy.
Yeah. Let's see. Some people don't like empathy, you know, they don't, how can I say it? Some, like me, like, sometimes, you know, I don't want nobody to understand me, you know. I know that's weird, but it's just like,
No.
I don't.
This is yours.
It's like, I don't want nobody to understand. Like, I mean, you can understand me, you know where I'm coming from, but it's just like, I don't expect that, you know, because I know I can understand myself. But it is better off for somebody to help you, you know, give advice, but.
Gotcha.
So, you know.
Gotcha. I had this teacher, and she told a story of how she was a wedding planner and everything. So she had to get some supplies, like 5 vases in the passenger seat, and she was just driving off and stuff like that. And I was like, whoa, it's a lot. But she was driving, and she was busy because the vases were like, you know, they're flammable and everything.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I don't want to drop these. But then there's like a green light, and she's like, oh my goodness. And so that experience taught her that, you know, when she was off wedding planning, she was driving and she sees someone that's like very slow. And she's like, don't worry, they may just be holding bases, it's fine. So she just, I don't know, I guess that really is empathy, just understanding, having grace with that person, I'm guessing. Having that understanding that you would want, like, for yourself. Like, treat others how you want to be treated, so to speak, I guess, like, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Let me see. So, what are, I guess, the characteristics you would have for a friendship?
Trust, loyalty, love, of course, motivation, which is motivating each other, you know, to do the right thing, and positivity in each other's space, boundaries.
Okay.
Let's see. That's about it, the main ones, I think.
Okay. So, question for you. Well, here's a scenario.
Okay.
Let's say we were talking, which we are, but let's say we're talking a scenario, and you were talking about a boy who manipulated you, but you've been in a relationship for like a long time. If I said, oh, it's okay, and just, you know, go with you and like, hey, it's okay, you can still go back with him, etc.
Yeah.
That, I feel like that wouldn't be a good friend.
See, I have a friend like that.
So I feel like there also should be, in a characteristic as a friend, possibly accountability, so to speak.
That's what I kind of meant with positivity a little bit, like, and the space because I feel like I had a friend like that. Like I was dating dude for like 6 years and it was toxic, you know. But it seemed like all my friends was like, I always wanted a friend be like, look, he's not good for you. I can help you walk away, even though it's hard. You know, I'm hard-headed, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. But like somebody who will like encourage me to walk away and like kind of help me, but yet like it seemed.
But
like,
that's what you wanted though, right? To be with him.
Right. So it's
Okay.
just like it was like I don't know. It's like it was hard.
Yeah.
Because you know you want to have friends too, but then you stuck with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Not only stuck, it's just like you feel like emotionally, like you need him. Like that's all you crave. It's all you want to be around. It's just him. Like you were just making everything so happy, but deep down you wasn't really happy.
Mm-hmm.
You were just like you couldn't let go.
Okay. And so you need that friend to be like, hey, he's not right for you. He's manipulating you. That's just not right.
Like give me
go.
like give me reasons. Like look, remember you did this. Like come on now, sis. We gotta you know
I get it.
get past this.
I get it.
I can't see you keep on going down this route. You're hurting yourself. You know somebody to tell me.
Okay. Got it. Okay, that's okay. Because some people, I guess, are on this like, oh, should I tell her this? Like, I feel like, as Nicia said, you know, you have to be direct with people.
And that's how I was, but I lost a friend like that. So,
as long as she knows, you know, like as long as it's in her storage tank and she's heard it, that can make a huge impact. Even if she is like if y'all are separate and distant, that's still planting a seed inside of her that she can think over.
I hope so.
So, most definitely, the truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me. It's been a pleasure. This has been Matter of Interpretation, Americans in Crisis with your teen host, Sydney Tucker. And it's our efforts plus God's grace. Thank you.